Creation. We played leapfrog through the clouds and gathered the stars into our baskets, racing them as they shot across the sky. You pointed at them twinkling on and off. Do you see how they move? That's how they communicate. We hung onto the horn of the moon and stowed her away too. We picked the rays off the sun with delicate fingers and took those. Let's go home. Once home, everywhere we stepped, everywhere we touched, moss and leaves and little green things would curl and sprout. From the floor, the cupboards, the tea kettles. Within minutes, everything was jungle. Let's hang up the lights. We strung the stars on some thread and tacked them over the entryway in the bed frame. All the deep green leaves shook at the sight of them, and something rustled in the undergrowth near the pantry. And the moon, too. We put it above the mantel, facing out into the living room, which was tangled in a nest of vines. When we stepped back to make sure it was straight, a deep growl that shook the entire house came from the bedroom. Slowly, little droplets of water began falling from the ceiling. Faster and faster, a downpour that was so fast before we knew it, we were up to our knees in water. Bright-colored fish did figure eights between them, and massive dragonflies did dive-bomb runs around our faces. The rain had stopped. Everything was silent, and the moon had become full. We forgot about the sun. Pulling out the shards of sunshine, we tossed them into the corners of all the rooms and set them on what we thought was still furniture underneath all the vegetation. As we did this, the water started to disappear, slowly draining through some crack in the floorboard. A giant orange and yellow fish had somehow worked itself onto the back of what was maybe the sofa, and turned to us with a small smile. "Hello, excuse our becoming. We are meant for something more." He opened his giant mouth so wide it almost peeled back his spine, and a few moments later, a small primate crawled out, beaming with stars in his eyes, a halo of moonlight around his head, and beams of sunshine pulsing from his breast. Now is when the real fun begins. We looked at each other and started to laugh like we had never laughed before. Soon more fish were turning into primates, and the trees and twigs and leaves receded, leaving a soft, cushy mat of clover underneath our feet, and densely spindly vines hung to the walls. We all danced and loved and made lots of noise, forever.